Right. So this morning I'm trying to start a bit of a watch along for Chelsea games. As a Chelsea fan, no, I'm not at all suggesting that I'm any big I have any big knowledge of the game or anything like that. I just somebody who like football and I like to watch Chelsea, and so Chelsea, the World Club champions, finished fourth last season in the Premier League. They are starting their game this morning, their season this morning against Crystal Palace. And so, I noticed that different countries, different people have a watch along. I noticed we have a nice Chelsea fan base in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know who you be. And hopefully this would catch along. And I'm doing it from a makeshift studio in my house, but hopefully at some point in time to I'm able to, what am I talking about now? Yes, I'm able to expand and get a proper studio so I can invite people to come and watch along and we could have a nice vibe in the room. But the team looking good so far. I don't know if anybody have any comments about the starting lineup. If you're watching, where are the comments now? I'm supposed to be able to get comments. Where are they now? Where are they? Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to get comments. Let's see. Comments. It's warm this morning. Yes. All right. So let's see how that would go. If anybody is watching, I don't know if anybody watching at all, but it's a nice experiment. So we had the first corner. Let's see how we look out. Let's see how we look out. Let's see how we work out this morning. Up late with Sehon Marshall, and it's on both YouTube and on Facebook. Right. So first corner of the match went out for another corner. Cole, it looked like Cole took because they went short. Nice ball movement there. And we have yet another corner. So strong start for the team. Tell me if you like what you're seeing. Wait, I should have hear my boy and tell him I'm doing there. But I ain't tell him nothing. My boy Santana. Right. How is it? How explain to me how Kukorea, the shortest man in the team, does just raise up to get them headers there. I mean, he gets the ball in front of much taller guys than him. He's a phenomenal defender, I think. When he has a good day, he has a really really good day. The unfortunate thing is that sometimes when it's bad, it's really noticeable because of the critical role that he plays. But I like him. I like him. Um, yeah. Who laughing at me there? Like, why is that? So I see somebody put a laughing emoji there. Man, trying to think he laughing after me. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Come on, man. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah, morning, Shem. You supposed to be playing Manu this morning. Oh yeah, wait, I have a Manu fan and an Arsenal fan on. Listen to me. All they do with that. Um, yeah, it's a good game for the two of you. Oh, it looked like Brentford has scored against Nottingham. Sorry, Nottingham Forest has scored against Brentford in their tie. A very early one. But yeah, so this is how we roll in this morning. If you want to chime in, um, if I could comment a little bit on yeah, so Shem and Gregor just peeping and thing. But their game playing. Gregor is a Man U fan, Shem is a Arsenal fan. I'll go fight up with that. Yeah. I hear you, bro. Don't worry. When we are playing Man United, I'll make sure send you a link so you could be on the podcast. Yeah. So Yeah, I trying to think this morning with a Chelsea watch along. I need to message my boy Tana and tell him, boss, I'm trying to think, log on and let me get some interaction, and he could probably get some of our supporters to log on as well, right? So this morning, I mean, as I said this morning, we have the lineup. You have Sanchez in goal. You have Reese, Mark, uh, uh, Enzo, and Josh Chalaba. Who we doing there? We doing have five in the back. What is that? Then you have Pedro Neto, Caicedo, Pedro, Cole Palmer, and Jimmy Gittins. That's the lineup. On the bench, we have the keeper. We have Santos, Hato, George, Fofana, Gusto, Estevao, Liam Delap, and Isugo. What do you think about the lineup there? What do you think about the lineup? Let me try and message a few fellas and tell them, listen, boss, we're doing a thing, we're trying a thing. Come link up, because we're trying a thing. With a watch along here, a watch party as it were. You can't hear the audio from the game. You can't see the game or they go shut it down. So the most you could do is just give me some audio. Well, my own audio. I have a nice Chelsea plaque above me there. I had Chelsea cup, I had different Chelsea paraphernalia, but I just decided to pour my shot today, so that some people Greg and them will get bun out because it's Chelsea for life, all right? So yeah, that's where we are. Doing a little watch along, and I still need to tell my partner that are on, and so that people could chime in. Let me just get my phone and so I can send a message. I come in there. Friend, morning. I know you're a football fan, so you have no clue what you're doing, but morning to you. Yeah, freaking Liverpool Palace, driven in, defense didn't do too bad. Uh, Nice stop from Sanchez from going out really because the ball was really going anyway. Um, so nice stop there. Right. So far, the team hasn't gotten into any really rhythm yet, though. I find we're still finding our footing. Some of the passes not getting completed. There's a nice build-up coming up there. This looks good. This looks very promising. Beautiful ball movement. This looks good. That final cross coming from the right side there from Enzo wasn't the best. Really overhit there, but that was a really promising build-up, I think. And had he been able to get a better crossing as a final cross there, it might have presented some danger to the Palace keeper, to the Palace defense. Yeah. That nagging little that nagging little man Kukovic, he just annoys defenders. I think his movement, the way he plays, I like to see him play. I really do. I really do. I really do. All right. I'm trying to find the links. I could put it on my status there. That can't be a foul. That can't be a foul. Come on, bro. That can't be a foul. As a matter of fact, the player kicked out. That's in my view. But let's see the replay. Let's see what the replay says. Because to me, that player kick out and now you're going to get a foul. You try to play the advantage, but I don't see that. I really don't see that. I don't see that at all. Uh, links. It's a promising position if a free kick though, eh? I mean, if you could get a ball up on, I mean, it's promising position a bit close, but if you could get that up and over sharply, that could be. Oh my God, that's a wow, Eze, wow, that was a screamer of a shot, straight through the wall, straight. He didn't even bother to get up and over. Wow. Wow, and Sanchez is complaining about the wall itself because Eze didn't even try to get it up and over. He just blasted it through the wall. Really good start for Forest. Not a good start for Chelsea. Not a good start for Chelsea at all. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, wow. Straight to the wall between Kukurea. The Palace player just moved out and created that space. But come on, Sanchez. Come on. I mean, I guess he's could have seen it late, but that's right at you. Oh, my. That's right at you, Sanchez. That's right at you. There's really no way that should be scoring. I just feel. There is just no way so Vi's looking for an offside. That don't make a sense there. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, I see the foul, the push. But hey, yeah, that's just two bodies jostling for position. I ain't sure. I mean, that's a brilliant, to me, a brilliant goal. The defender, number Caicedo, just needed to be stronger. You can't make a man bully you like that in a line. You gotta stand your ground. I don't know what the ref would do. I don't know what the rules say, but I wouldn't overturn a goal because of that. But I don't know what the rules say. It seems after review, okay, so unfortunately, it appears. So, well, Chelsea gets a bit of a reprieve there because of what, yeah, the ref is talking to the player who, the captain, it looks like, who was responsible for the infringement, the foul, and so Eze's goal has been cancelled out. That's a big let off there for Chelsea, I think, because yeah, no goal. I see that. Tana, I know if I agree with. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan through and through, but I mean, Caicedo can't allow himself to be bullied like that over a ball. I mean, push back, but clearly, the referee thought that that was based on the rules of the game. That was a foul, and so big let off for Chelsea though. So level. Let's see if we could put some passes together like the play we just had. Coming up from the back there with Enzo, and he was able to send up. Well, he wasn't able to send in a proper pass towards the end of the game, but hey, yeah. All right, so it's still look for me. It looks a little scrappy in the middle there for Chelsea. Not only one real play I've seen build up from the back they coming through. Otherwise than that, it's passing the ball left and right, back and back, and kind of reminiscent of Chelsea a few seasons ago. But let's see this one. We starting it from the back with the keeper, Sanchez, and so you see the role that happening there. You see those three central guys there, and then you have Caicedo and Kukurea playing a more defensive midfield role. Yeah, I watched them pass. That wasn't a very good pass, but Crystal Palace nullified it by having an incomplete pass of their own. So again, we get up. Again, that's maybe it's the first game, but we had a pretty good off season. We had the Club World Cup, which we did very well in. So I was really expecting to see the team playing better together. He had a preseason involving AC Milan and I think Dortmund, I think, one of those German teams, and team looked well. So I'm not sure what is happening with us today. But holidays on, we're still only 60 minutes in the game, so let's see what could happen. But that as a goal was a screamer, and it looked good. It looks good. If that was a Chelsea free kick and goal, having been disallowed like that, I would have been mad. I'd have been mad. Crystal Palace on the attack looking well. Oh, that's a brilliant. Oh my God! But hey, big save for Sanchez. Big save for Sanchez. Big save for Sanchez there. Because listen, the attack on goal, I had goal written all over the ball. That's a big save for Sanchez. Hey, Tana say how he didn't score that is wow. How he didn't score that. But again, kicked it straight at Sanchez, and Sanchez came up big with it and so on. Leverkusen, all right. So we played Leverkusen and Milan, AC Milan, and we look good, I know you're watching the game, Tana, but if you want, I could send you a link so you could come in and we could chat. We could chat. We could chat together, and do thing here. Okay, Chelsea on the attack. Let's see what we do with the ball. Closest we've gotten to the Palace net in a long time. We've been on, outside. We're not getting past the half line. I think Palace has really been. And mind you, I ain't saying that Palace is no easy walkover. I mean, they beat Liverpool on penalties for the Community Shield. So it's not like they are. I mean, after drawing 2-2 in regular time. So it's not. I'm not at all suggesting that Chelsea should come and just roll over Palace. They are a well organized team, and they've shown what they could do. And so far this morning, they've been frustrating Chelsea. They've been frustrating Chelsea. The midfield seems to be nice and compact and forcing Chelsea back. We were just outside the 18-yard box in the Palace half, and now we're back in front of 18-yard box. So that just tells you, we're going out with Palace. Yeah. But Tana said Colwell is missing from the centre. But who would you have put instead? I mean, we have some new signings and things. I see a few new names that weren't there last, at least one playing actively last year. Not a bad attempt from Palmer there. But who would you put in the centre if Colwell was there? Who are you going to take out? Because so far, I don't know. You have Caicedo and Kukorea in a defensive midfield position. You have Enzo and and Palmer as your attacking midfielders, and you have Palmer as your number 10. You have Pedro, who looked really, really, really good in the Club World Cup. Came in just towards the end there and really looked good. So who would you put in if you are Levi Colwell? And I don't even think I saw Colwell on the substitutes list, so he's probably injured. I know Mercer gave an interview, his press conference. He was talking about injuries and so on. Oh, come on, man! Come on, come on, Neto. That wasn't the play. That wasn't the play. You might have gotten a deflection for the corner, but that wasn't the play at all. We've had three corners already. Apart from that, we've really not done anything to really pressure the Crystal Palace goal. We just I know going on there. Fofana is on the bench. In his press conference, uh, Maresca did say that he was available. He was ready. He's ready to play. So exactly why that readiness isn't being reflected in him starting, I don't know. But he was touted as ready. He's fit. There are a few guys who are injured, had surgery and so on, so they out for a long time. But Fofana isn't one of them. Okay. Palace up on the attack. Um, and the ref stops play. I thought it would have been a foul against Chelsea, but seems to be a foul against Palace. With Eze pulling down Caicedo, but he allows that to go and cause a foul against Reece James. So yeah, all right. So we had 23 minutes going. Reece James get card. Lord have mercy. Reece, you gotta watch yourself now, eh? But without a doubt, Chelsea's front line looks a lot better when Reece is playing. Sorry, friends, back line. Lord have mercy. What am I saying? Chelsea's back line look a lot better when Reece is playing than when he's not. I must admit that. Oh, nice idea. As he again from outside. You notice that the Chris. Oh wow, wow. Oh my God, that's some really good movement from Neto. Those two defenders really come on. Those two defenders lapsed on the ball so that Neto could come and overtake both of them and get a ball. That was some really good movement from Neto. Um, really showing his speed and his commitment to the ball. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Let's hope that. I mean, give me a good corner on Reese, man. Give me a good corner. Give me a good corner. Yeah, give me a good corner. Give me a good corner. Oh man. Oh wow. Who's that Caicedo? This guy is. I mean, I remember when Caicedo was bought, there was a lot of talk about how much money Chelsea played for him and he what all the money and this and that. But listen, he is worth his weight in gold. No ref. So that's one of the That's you can't see I know his face. Maybe I didn't watch enough Chelsea football last season. I don't know. Um, but on number 11, um, let me jump into my app to see what my number 11 is. My number 11 is Mr. Gittins, Jimmy Gittins. All right, Jimmy Gittins. Still nil-nil. Still nil-nil at Stamford Bridge. And I must say that Palace must feel a bit undone, hard done by because of a goal that was disallowed, a belt of a goal from Eze. But that's the game, right? That's the game. I am looking for. Where are we? I'm still not impressed with the level of pressure that Chelsea is putting on the Palace defense. I mean, I hear you, Tana, that Palace is a physical team, is a difficult team, but we've not really tested the keeper for the morning. We've not really tested the keeper for the morning, you know. So. Guys gotta realize that this is a the first game of the season. You need to start in a nice momentum. Yesterday had some predictable results, but the Sunderland West Ham game, I wasn't seeing that at all. Sunderland just coming back up and beating West Ham 3-0. I didn't see that at all. I mean, West Ham has been making some really good progress over the years, and you expect to see West Ham, definitely in the top half of the table, and maybe not challenging for anything, but at least top half. And so to lose against Sunderland yesterday was a surprise to me. Otherwise than that, City had a pretty dominant game. Also, the draw between Villa and Newcastle. I really would have loved to see a result, But yeah, so that's where things are. So based on the lineup, I see we playing a 4-3-2-1 or 4-5-1 with Reese, Achiampong, Chalobah, and Kukurea in the back. You have Fernandez and Caicedo as the defensive midfielders. You have Pedro and Gittins playing out wide as attacking midfielders, with Palmer playing in behind João Pedro. So that's the formation we have. We see Gittins with the ball right now. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Nice pass! Oh my God! What's his name? Overran it. Tell me what's his name. Kukurea overran the ball, but the ball was played in behind Kukurea. Yo, that looked good. But again, at the end of the day, we're seeing nothing testing the goalkeeper. So far, not a shot has gone on goal. You've had at least 2 or 3 really good shots on goal from Palace. None so far from Chelsea. 0. You had the disallowed goal. You had another far shot from Oh, come on. Dude, you're right there. Chalobah, come on, man. You're right there. What kind of nonsense is that? You're right there. And that's the point. Up to now, 29 minutes, in the 30 minutes of the game, not a single shot on goal from Chelsea. No shot on goal from Chelsea. You've had the disallowed goal from Eze. You've had a long-range shot also from Eze, straight to Sanchez. You had one where another player was in on goal and Sanchez came up with a big save. That's at least 3. 3 shots on goal from Palace since the match started. I'm yet to see that from Chelsea. And possession though when games in a jet. Oh boy. So Palace have the ball again right in the 18, right around the 18-yard box, and had the play kind of disrupted a little bit, but they still have the ball. And there's going to be, oh no, foul. Okay. I really thought the referee would have, based on how he's been played, carrying the game so far, that he would have given a foul for, oh my Lord. Now we just, oh no, Enzo. Come on, man. Come on. Even as a Chelsea fan, I say, you're entrepreneurs. You're entrepreneurs. You're on foolishness. So yeah, this is the game they watch along for Chelsea FC. With me here, something I'm trying. I like the game. I make sure I'm always there for games. Oh no, that's a foul. That has to be a foul. That has to be a foul. Good play there. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, the Pong man. He must be problem child saying about Pong Pong. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's a serious rugby tackle day. Definitely. Red card, yellow card comes out. Definitely. I see that happening there. Um, Coach Joe, will you compound my life to harass me? That's all about it for. Listen to me, boss man. My team doing okay. The game just start. Maybe we go inside halftime. Maresca gives his team talk. And we could think. Listen, I know we have some big fans in the country, and I know we have some big fans. My boy Board France is a fan. Tana is a fan. I must give credit to my boy Sean Sutherland Score me. He's a fan. Well, he's the one who he used to talk so much about Chelsea. At the time, I had not really been involved in football, watching football that much. I was more into basketball at that time. By the time we started working together in 2004 or thereabout. But all this guy was talking about was Chelsea. That's all he was talking about. Chelsea. Um, Before that, as a little boy growing up, I used to watch Italian football, and the team I followed back then was AC Milan. That was, when that team had the Dutch connection. So you had people like Ruud Gullit, Frank Rijkaard, Marco van Basten. Those guys won that team. And that was the team I supported. At the same time, Maradona, who was the biggest thing in football, was playing in Napoli. So that was the football I followed back then. And so I got a big up score me because my entry into English football came because of his yapping about Chelsea and bragging how we know his whole starting 11 and blah, 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 blah. And so that was when I got into Chelsea, just because I score me talking about Chelsea. And it's the team I've backed since, right? So if you're going to talk to me pre 2005, 2006, I can't say nothing about Chelsea, right? I can't. But after that, the name Chelsea, the team Chelsea, I started to follow it bit by bit and so on until then I really, really got involved in Chelsea. I think this would have been around when I really started to watch Chelsea like hard was when Andrea Villas-Boas, well, not so much because he took over mid-season from AVB was coaching. That was when I really started to watch Chelsea play. And he got fired, and my good friend Di Matteo took over, and that was when we won the Champions League. Back I think in 2011, 2012 or thereabout. So that was when I really started to watch Chelsea hard, the season of AVB. So maybe you could say, oh, that was not a bad free kick. We just didn't land on anybody's head. So that was when you could say I really got into watching Chelsea, maybe around the 2011, 2012 season, when I would pretty much not miss a match. All right. Before that time, oh, beautiful turn with the ball. Oh my God, come on! But these players have to end up with a shot on goal. Not good defending there, I must say, from the Palace defender. But these players are end up as with a shot on goal. It don't make sense to get right in front of the goal and they can't even get up a shot. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. Palmer losing the ball there. But good hustle to get it back. The referee calls foul, and so it's a turnover. They get back the ball, right? So yeah, I was saying so. I mean, I know one of the things about sports in general and fans and super fans, they like to go, oh, you start what you tag along, you back work on this. I ain't tell nobody I've been back in Chelsea from its history, but I can tell you it's the only English team I've ever really supported. All right, it's the only English team I've supported. I've watched other English teams, like for example when Mourinho, I loved Jose Mourinho as a coach. So whoever he coached, I would follow. So I followed Man United for a little while. I followed Tottenham for a little while. Once Mourinho left, I stopped watching them. So I'd watch their games. Not that I'd support them, but I'd have an interest in their games. When I lived in the UK for a year, I lived in Birmingham, which some of you may know is the city that Aston Villa plays out of, in Aston. And so I followed Aston Villa while I was there. And they play some really good football. The only thing is I couldn't get to see Aston Villa game because Aston Villa team games are sold out, like super sold out. So I tried more than once, couldn't get a ticket to go watch an Aston Villa game. So in terms of my own following of Chelsea, it started, as I said, around 2005, 2006 with the boy Sean Sutherland, Big Sean, score me, and but really, I think began in earnest. That was a nice interception from Caicedo, but it didn't complete the interception. The ball was turned over. Yeah, it started there. Oh, no, ref. He slipped, ref. Eze slipped, ref. That wasn't a Reese. That wasn't Reese F ref. But anyhow, I could do our thing. Yeah. So really started watching in earnest. Don't worry, Reese. Even if you give me a card to get the red card, you would have to come back because you didn't touch him, right? So the watching of, well, yeah, boy, small click there. The watching of Chelsea really started in earnest in the season where Andreas Villas-Boas was coaching the team. Horrible season, and he was fired mid-season with Roberto Di Matteo taking over and taking Chelsea to the Champions League. That was the year that really cemented my fanship where Chelsea is concerned. Yeah. All right. So we have what, 36 minutes. My stats would still tell me, if I check, I'm sure that Chelsea has yet to record a shot on goal. I don't know what Chelsea going with that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we're gonna do. We're gonna do. Yeah. All right. So um, back up. Hey, Kaza, what going on? Well, I was shouting it yesterday, because I know you talked about it and you and my nephew and so on. So everybody listen. Whenever there's a game, I'll try to get the game and we can do this watch along. And anytime at all, everybody you want to, oh, that's a brilliant shot in. Anytime you want to, we can definitely do some of this. All right. All right. All right, so we had the ball, Caicedo. We had the ball up in the midfield, up in the mid center of the pitch there again. Sorry, that wasn't Caicedo. That was the Pong man. It looked like, and no, Chaloba, and oh, foul, no foul. Okay, that's no foul. Yeah. Caicedo with the ball yeah. Well, I ain't doing no commentary. Everybody watching. Again, that play around in the midfield where you're going laterally, and then eventually going back it looks to me like a Chelsea of old. Neto was just bullied off the ball there, and Palace is hitting down. Palace is definitely showing its physicality today. They really the players are really you know bullying. I don't want to use the word bullying because that ain't such a good word. But the players are really showing their dominance physically on oh wow, beautiful goal there from Forest. That looks like Noy. He's not offside, nope. So Forest goes up two. I like Forest. I like how they're playing. I like them from last season. Well, not from last season. You know, I'm not kind of funny kind of individual, so I'll excuse me. But you know, um, morning, Aaron. Now, you see me like if there's a Chelsea player, and especially if it's a Chelsea player I like, and the player goes to another team, I find others have a little affection towards the team now. So I really liked um Callum Hudson-Odoi. I really love Odoi. And he went to Palace. Sorry, he went to Forest. So I find that I have a little affection for Forest simply because of Odoi. In the same way, I found myself watching Roma. Well, of course, because one, Mourinho went there. But also we had Tammy Abraham. I love Tammy Abraham as a player. I noticed he gone Turkey now, you know. So I have that kind of thing where, oh come on, Neto. If there's a Chelsea player, and the Chelsea player, I like the Chelsea player, you know, and that kind of thing. When they move, you know, Willian, for example, every now and again I would check on Arsenal. I would check on Fulham because William went there. I never got to Jorginho. I never did. You know, I never really took to Jorginho as a player. So when he went, oh, whatever, you know. But once there's a Chelsea player and I kind of get a kind of vibe towards a Chelsea player, I just kind of follow them. So I loved Mason Mount, not Mason Mount, sorry. I loved what the American name again. I think he's at Milan now. He played in oh my God, his name is right on my mouth, you know, man, on my tongue. He played in Germany, and then he came to Chelsea, and then he went to AC Milan, and doing fairly decent at AC Milan. So I would pay attention because now I have three players at AC Milan who I kind of liked. You have at the time, well, it's four really. At the time, you have Tammy Abraham, you had Fiyoko Tomori, you had I found this guy to be such an elegant player, but I don't know, boy. Oh, what's his name again? Striker, forward player. I think he has one of those double names as well too. And then so you had those four players. This guys on the live, you could remind me. What's his name, boy? So we had four players at AC Milan: Tomori, Abraham, the American. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. He played such. I liked his speed. I liked the fact that he played with the ball on his foot. He was not kick and run behind it, but he played with it right on his foot. They control the ball, and this other one. So I used to watch AC Milan. So I do that kind of thing as well. A Chelsea player goes to another team. I like to see how they progress on the other team, and so I just follow the team, right? Okay, I played it from Crystal Palace. Mitchell overshooting the ball, going way over the net. So nothing became of that. All right, so we have 4 minutes at a time after the first half, and I am afraid to look at the stats because, you know, we still haven't had a shot on goal. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. So let's see So we know the Brentford Forest. Um, Brentford Forest match. Forest is 2 up. Mason Mount. Thank you very much, Tana. Mason Mount. Love Mason Mount. And who's the other one? The tall, clear dude. Um, who is on the team? It's 4 of them went to AC Milan. There's another one. Can't remember his name though. Yeah. Um, who? Donovan. I mean, yeah, but he was, yeah. We are. I agree. I agree. The football just look lazy. It's not exciting. I ain't seen the kind of move. I've seen one proper build up, and and this yeah. I've seen one. I mean, Palace seems to be handling us like everything that we throw at them. They're just handling it so comfortably. Like there's nothing. There's nothing. All right. So we know what game we know what's happening with Forest. It looks now like Forest is 3-0 up. Wow, Forest is really dominating Brentford this morning, like really dominating Brentford and Brent. I mean, both teams had really strong seasons last season. So yeah, kudos to them. But to be three goals up by the end of the first half is really good stuff for Nottingham Forest. We still struggling to have a shot on goal. We still struggling to have a shot on goal. Later on this morning, of course, there will be the big Arsenal Manchester United game. Um, you know, that I'm sure would be you know. Well, according to the stats tracker, Chelsea has 1 shot on goal. You ain't see it yet. And they're giving Palace 2, but I see 3. So me understand unless the free kick that as they took I don't know, they refer to the pass, but I see at least 3. One free kick that was scored, and so forth. Yeah, then I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you that the football that we playing, the lateral football, side, back goal. Oh, as they didn't hold on that good, they're lucky. Yeah, partner swing the foot, boy. Yeah, this back side football. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it. So we're not looking. Oh wow, he fall long after and holding the head, and oh, he look wrong. It look good. Oh, now let me fall down. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Brentford is going down. Okay, all right. If you have Brentford is going down, did they change the manager though? Did they change the manager? I can't remember. I can't remember. Uh, yeah, we have to have. I saw a reel on I think it's Facebook with 2 Jamaicans. They seem to be of Asian origin, Chinese origin it seems, and the mother who's an older adult was talking, and they asked what is AI, and the grandmother said artificial idiot. So clearly we have an artificial idiot. What sound, Kojo? What are you talking about? What sound? What sound? What song are you talking about? Isn't there sound? There's sound. Right, my sound. I mean, I can't put the sound from the match because they'll shut me down. I'll be rebroadcasting something. All right, so we're on halftime now. I'm going to try and get a friend of mine in. Actually, he's more than a friend of mine. If I'm to be honest. I'm going to get a friend of mine in, a big Chelsea fan. I hope you have any Chelsea jersey. I'm going to send him a link. And let's see, where are we now? Well, that wasn't me, Coach. Me know what's going on. Me know what was going on. I'm going to try and send an invite to Oh, you gone Spurs? And then Spurs was dominant yesterday. They were dominant. Listen, they were. You see them goals from Richarlison, boy? Yo, bro. I'm telling you, man. It seems that everybody come over Chelsea this time. All right, let me invite. Let me try and send to my good friend. Let me see if he'd be willing to come on and chat a little bit about. And just let me know if any of our of the Chelsea fans think that they want to be a part of it. Chat a little bit. Do some halftime analysis. Let me know. I'm sending a link there to somebody. If they come on, we could chat a little bit. I got ask their opinions of the first half so far. We could talk a little bit about what the expectations are for this half. Okay. Yeah. Anybody who to think that they could be a I have a nephew. He is just a ridiculous young man, but just ridiculous. Yeah. So we have time now. I'm really hoping that manager Maresca would in his team talk really address what I'm seeing them. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. Yeah, but this place hot. Let me get some yeah. Whew. Right. So I am. Listen, the whole idea is to just try and get some good content on my platforms. You know what I mean? The second one, I love the second goal. I love that kind of, it's almost like a bicycle kick kind of thing. Second goal, that was just amazing from Charleston. And as I say, Spurs look good. My boy Richard McLeish, one of the diehard Spurs fan who, going down regardless with the ship. Cost Levy, cost everybody, but he's still there. Right? It'll be interesting to hear what listen, the commentators talking about the disallowed goal from Eze, and it's amazing. Had they allowed that goal, that would have been something. That would have been something. It could have changed the entire complexion of the match though. But basically nothing happened. So yeah. All right, so we in half time. 1 meter away, where 3 or more defending team players from a wall, all attacking team players must remain at least 1 meter from the wall until the ball is played. Okay. Didn't know that rule. So that's the rule. So that was the rule where the players are supposed to be at least 1 meter away from the wall before the ball is played. They want 1 meter away from the wall, and so that is why Eze's goal was disallowed. But that was a boss of a shot. Of course, my TV is on mute, so I can't hear what Carrick and them boys saying, Ian Wright and Carrick and those guys who are carrying the game on ESPN Extra. It would be interesting to hear what their thoughts are, if they agree. But the rule is the rule, and I know. Had it been a Chelsea goal, I might have been mad, but the rule is the rule. Yeah. All right. So Santana, your work for the next week, and mine own too, is to advertise this. The challenge is that ESPN may not always show our game, but there is an no, it wasn't really, it's not really an application. There's a site I used when I was in the UK, because I don't know if you know about UK, but you had to pay for Sky Sports and all kind of thing to get the games, if you live in the UK. So I'm not sure if our game may not always be the one that is shown, and so it would mean that I'd have to find alternative avenues of getting that game. And I do have, as I said, a site that I used in the UK. I paid for to watch games. That's how I watch. That's how I watch games. So I might do that during the week to make sure that we always, if I'm going to be doing this every match day, then this my nephew is such a, oh my lord. Let me see something. Wow, sorry. Trying to send the link out to people to share. You know what I mean? And so the plan is, yes, Lord, yes. Alrighty then. Yeah. So our goal for the next coming weeks and so on is to get people to log on, and get the log on, get involved. Let's create the community. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be no nothing. I like football. I like watch Chelsea play, even when we're doing shoppiness, and I back my team through thick or thin. So here we're going on. When we playing, I will do this. I could do it alone because I love talk. I got to watch the game and talk about it. I cool, right? If other people join, and I'm grateful for those who have joined. Thank you guys so much. You come and spend 2 minutes, then you might go back out, whatever, however you do it, because I know I can't monopolize your Sunday, but your Sunday morning, it's early. But hey, that's how we're doing it, right? That's how I'd love to do it. Once the game is on, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm available every time, you know. So we go do this. We go do this. That's how we do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. So it's halftime. It's still halftime. Hopefully the game should restart in a little bit. Um, and I'd love to see the impact of the team talk given to the guys by Maresca. The the I mean, the first half didn't look especially promising. It didn't look like the team was cohesive. It didn't look like we knew what we were doing. Um, the whole lateral play, side, and back. Didn't like that. Playing a lot of ball in defense. I mean, it's amazing to see how we'd be just outside the 18-yard box, 22 yards up, just outside the goal there, and then in 30 seconds, 45 seconds, we in our half. I mean, nothing, no build up that looks really like the Chelsea of the Club World Cup. No build up that looks like even the Chelsea of preseason. I don't know. And for me, that goal from Eze, had it been allowed, could have changed the complexion of the game. Yeah. So yeah, boy. Again, some messages and so on. Wow, another male individual shot dead and told the individual sustained continue outside cash trees. Wow, wow, that's crazy. All right, this had nothing to do with the game, eh? But we have a collegian. No, it didn't. It didn't, Justin. I don't. We don't. I'm not sure what is missing. I see Gittins and who's the other one in the team, but they got some games preseason. Um, I don't know if it is that we are missing any players. Santana on the live did suggest that Levi Caldwell could have could be the missing keg that is affecting the fluidity of the game from a team perspective. But I don't know. I mean, these are professionals. These guys train together, you know, on a daily basis. So I can't accept the suggestion that, hey, you know what, um, it's because one person is out and so on. Man, come on, man, you're professionals. Come on, you gotta give me something better than that. You gotta give me something better than that. So um, Mr. Kojo, collegians, wrong one. You know. Uh, so maybe that is what Tana was talking about. Maybe if we have instead Caldwell instead of Gittins, that might have resulted in maybe a more fluid attack. I don't know, um, because but we do have because we have Caldwell and Enzo playing on each side. So Caldwell on the left side, Enzo on the right side, and you have Palmer playing in behind Pedro. But what about Palmer though? I don't. He has not yet stamped his authority on the game. I'm not seeing as much as Palmer, as much of Palmer as I think we would want to see. Being that maestro, I go back to players like Andre Pirlo, for example, guys who would really be like a conductor in the midfield, just directing the game. I remember when Pogba played at Juventus, a lot of people talked about Pogba and how well he did, and because of that, of course, Pogba went to Man United. But there's a school of thought that said, listen, Pogba was able to look that good because he had Pirlo. I don't know. For those of you who paid attention to um to Italian football back then, and watched what was going on, maybe you might have some views on that. The teams are coming back out from the dressing room, so we should have a restart any minute now. But so maybe that's it. Maybe the link up play between Gittins and maybe Palmer in the center, who's playing in behind Pedro. Or I don't know. But the team just looked like it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I see. So Nick and Ann Brown, they're collegians. They locked on, and so you begin to be collegians. Listen to me. Big up the people them on the listen. This is Chelsea watch along. Hopefully, by the time I'm done, by the time the season is done, and there's a lot of games there because you have Chelsea games for the Premier League. You're gonna have Chelsea games for Champions League. You're gonna have Chelsea games for FA Cup until we get knocked out. You're gonna have Chelsea games for Carabao Cup until we get knocked out. If we get knocked out. So there's a lot of football to be played this season, and hopefully by the time I'm done with you guys, we have a lot of what's this new style of kickoff though? It was described as a PSG type kickoff, where I noticed teams, instead of looking to pass the ball to a teammate, whether it's backwards or whatever, they actually kick the ball deep into the half of the opposition to get a throw in. That seems to be a new style of kickoff. But anyway, game start back. Game start back, and Chelsea is in possession of the game. Reece Ball has it, of the ball. Reece Ball has it. Lord, we are in possession of the ball. Reece James has it. And the first attacking play broken up by Palace, and the ball is coming in the other direction. So let's see if Maresca was able to make any real impact. All right. So you had the four in the back: the Korea, Chimpong, Chalobah, and Korea. Then you have Fernandez and Caicedo as defensive midfielders. You have Pedro Neto on the right. You have Jamie Gittins on the left. Cole Palmer, number 10, playing in behind João Pedro, who's playing as the striker. All right. So that's the layout for Chelsea in this second half, same as it was in the beginning. No substitutions made, and the game has restarted. All right. The game restarted. So I'm going to try and steal just a little bit of audio. You may not be able to hear it, but I would, right? As the game restarts there at Stamford Bridge. All right. Oh, nah. There has to be a foul. There has to be a foul. The ref says no, but there was a clip there on João Pedro, and I think it should have been a foul, but it wasn't given. And so the game start back. All right. So we're moving on forward, and the game has restarted. Okay. I guess it could have gone either way. All right, I need to get some water or something. Something to sip as I continue to do this commentary. But good stuff so far from Palace. Not as thing for Chelsea, but good stuff for Palace so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. I'm back. Ooh. Yes, I'm back. All right, so Chelsea has the ball in their own half, right a little bit close to the midfield line. That's not a bad idea, but it's going outside. Yeah, it's going outside. Right. Okay. So it's still 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. Still 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea playing Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace really showing its physicality and also some pretty decent link-up play. Chelsea has not been able to do anything similar. I was trying to figure out this camera here, but I don't know what it is doing me. Because I was trying to. Yeah. Macro. I need to change the setting on this camera because I couldn't use my camera today for the purposes of this broadcast. Nah, I don't know why the setting seems to have been messed up. Right. Okay. So Chelsea has the ball. We're watching along. Leave your comments. Kojo, as you can see, all water. No flavor, nothing, just water. Okay, we see some movement on the half, on the touchline. Um, some movement on the touchline, so maybe Chelsea is getting ready to make a substitution. I don't know. But I'm not seeing, oh my lord. The passes, the passing just isn't as crisp. We're not seeing. Oh, that was a really good dummy day from Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace look good. Crystal Palace look good. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. I really don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Chelsea over Kidwall. Who we have the Gittins, number 11. All right. Let me see some good play, man. Back thing. This back thing. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Um, okay, I'll fix the camera more times because I really needed to get a good. Reach James running on a ball. We're back at the halfway line. We're in our half. That's what I can't. I can't. Again, I call it. My daughter calling me. To them and thing. Hey, I doing a live right now, eh? I doing a live right now. I'm sure you. I doing a live right now. I doing a live right now. Right now I doing a live. We talking
Okay.
football. We talking Chelsea football. So I shall tell you afterwards.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, Father.
Uh-huh. Right. It means that me won't pick in and follow me live. Okay, so getting this coming off. It looks like, and the youth man coming on. There's a lot of talk about this young fella. Um, there's a lot of talk about this young fella. A lot of talk about this young fella. Can't pronounce his name yet. You know. Let's get a good grasp of his name. Um, get a good grasp of his name. Let's get a good grasp of his name because of course the volume is down, so I can't. Oh, and the referee says no foul. The referee says no foul. Let's see if there'll be a review on VAR for that one because the individual Caicedo. Oh wow! So Caicedo is still on the ground, reeling in pain. I'm not sure if it's performative. Okay, yes, it is a foul. There is no way. It may not have been intentional, but it absolutely is a foul. And so for the ref to ignore that, it's a foul. It's a foul. There needs to be a review, and he needs to get a card. unless of course he is already on a yellow, and so the ref is but VAR, that has to be a foul. That can't not be a foul. Wow, that can't not be a foul, referee. That can't not be a foul. That cannot. Boy, I tell you, um, so I'm going to try and call the name of the young man who just came on. Estevao, Estevao, right? Mr. Estevao is on. Oh, already. Estevao. Oh, wow. Listen, already you're seeing the difference that he's making a really nice direct play on the left hand side. Um, and if Neto was able to control that, maybe the ball coming in was too stiff from Esteval, but that was a really good run, really good decisive run down the right hand side there, and then putting it in. And I think really, yeah, Neto should have done better. Neto should have done better. Maybe he had gone too quickly, and so by the time he oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that foul compared to the one on Caicedo a while ago, yeah. But nice positive play from the young man just introduced on the right hand side there, Estevao. However you pronounce his name, I don't know. So don't come after me. But nice run, nice strong run. Got between two players, ball fumbled, but he didn't give up, kept committed, and was able to get the ball and put in a decent cross, a cross that I think Pedro Neto should have done much better with, much better, much better. So we have a free kick in a very promising position, standing over the ball is we have Reece James and Cole Palmer standing over the ball. Both players are really good, taking free kicks. Both of them are really good, and so either way, okay. Cole Palmer sent the ball straight into the wall. Wasted the free kick really, and then Sanchez decided to kick the ball out. Okay. I guess that might have been an effect from the free kick. Maybe the ball went straight into the player and kind of got him winded. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, Tana is commenting that he expected Estevao to started in front of. Hey, Eden Hazard is in the building. He fat, but yeah, you should not leave. You should not leave. You should not leave. That's all I say to you. And I guess maybe uh, uh, my lack of appreciation for Spanish football caused me not to follow Real Madrid after he left, after Eden Hazard left. Because I guess because I was kind of married Eden Hazard too as well for leaving. But yeah, so that is probably one of the times I didn't follow or develop any affection. Although I'll tell you this: when Jose Mourinho coached Real Madrid, I followed Real Madrid. So I did mention earlier in the game that I have this love for Jose Mourinho as a coach, and so wherever he coaches, I follow. Right? So yeah, Hazard is in the building. Hazard is in the building. The player from oh wow, like got a serious bloody ball. Like he carefully developed a concussion because the ball went straight to his head from the free kick of Cole Palmer, and he was a bit, it seemed a little bit disoriented for a while. They're taking him off to make sure assess him because it would count as a head injury, quote unquote. So, and you know what the rule is regarding head injury in football. So he's probably going to have to be assessed, um, which would mean that Palace is temporarily a man down as he's off. But hey, they'll assess him quickly and bring him back on the field. So yeah, the match restarts with Chelsea in possession of the ball. Let's see if we could put something together. But Estevao is on. He reminds me of this young man for I think Barcelona. Mina is his name. He plays for Spain as well. Um, Really exciting young player. And just the look I'm talking about, I've never really. Oh, that's a really good ball in. That's a really really good ball in. It's a really really good ball in. Um, but didn't connect with any Chelsea player. Had it connected in the right way, a nice header, we could have seen a goal, but not no such luck. Corner and Neto is taking the corner. Headed over by Jao Pedro. Jao Pedro has had a very quiet game so far. We've not been able to get the ball into Jao Pedro. Tana, what do you think? I also think that Cole Palmer has not been on the ball enough. Not sure why that is. But Cole Palmer very quiet game so far. Jao Pedro very quiet game so far. Lots of action on the wing, but the guys on the wing, not really make any kind of passes into the box like that we should be making. Okay, a bit of scrappy play there. Okay. What we having there? Disruption in the game, ball gone outside for train. What's going on there? Maresca on the touchline there with Estevao. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. As I say, not too pleased with not too pleased with what I'm seeing yet from Chelsea. Not a very strong performance. Not happy with the link up play. Not happy with the attack. Nothing very strong. Nothing very decisive. Very lateral. Reminds me of Chelsea a few years ago, whether it was under Thomas Tuchel, and even under what's his name from who was at Spurs, Pochettino. Where is Pochettino? Where did he go? Was it? I think he had gone to where is Poch? Anyway, I think he's with the American team. I think is he? He's somewhere. Yeah. Um, Okay, let's see what's happening here. Nice pass back. Find somebody. Let's get a proper link up play with a good shot into goal. Come on. Oh man, why is it? Why is it? Why? What is happening? We seem unable to find players. We seem unable to find the heads of players inside the box, the penalty box. What's going on? Guys not going in. That's the difference. If you look at City's game yesterday. And you notice that's a very lazy shot, Cole. I'm not even sure what you're trying to do. You look at their striker, Haaland, who is of course a striker with a difference. This guy just knows how to position himself. But I think the first goal he scored when it was like a bit of a tap in, the player knew where to find him. Yeah, he's not going to get that. He's not going to get that. He's not going to get that. A bit of a tap in because the winger knew exactly where he'd be. He just went past the ball and there was Haaland to just tap it in. And I seen that kind of organization, that kind of link up, that kind of playmaking kind of thing from my team. I don't know, there's no purpose, Jed, in my view. In my view. in my view. Keep turning the ball over in the wrong places, and Palace looks good. Look at this. This okay. He had a problem. He slipped. Ref rightfully waves him up because he just slipped. I see that. But it looked good. There's a build up. You saw some purpose with their build up. I ain't seeing nothing. Look, the game slow up. The nice pass. This has to be a. Oh my God. Oh, come on, man. You're doing too much. Pass the ball off. Because it never really had control of the ball. And that shot was never going to be on. Because you're running. Anyway. There's somebody there who's already facing the ball. Pedro Neto. Pass the ball at his foot. He's begging for it. Esteban, come on, man. But Pedro's facing the goal. You aren't. You're running laterally alongside the goal. Just pass the ball off to Pedro. He's already squared up for that shot. Just roll the ball at his foot. That's all they have to do. I'm not understanding what's going on here. I can't. I'd be really upset and disappointed if Chelsea to start the season with a defeat. I'd be really upset if Chelsea is to start the season with a defeat. I mean, to start with a draw might be conciliatory, but I'm not about I'm not about any consolation. I want a win. I want a win. I want 3 points. You start the season with a 3 points against a tough team like Crystal Palace at home. If this is how we play in Crystal Palace at home, explain to me what I'm supposed to expect when we play Crystal Palace at Crystal Palace. Because we seem to have none. We have no answer for them whatsoever. None. They're physical. They're pushing us off the ball. They're able to play more direct with their attacks coming forward. They know what they're doing. We're doing this lateral thing. Listen, if I sound frustrated, it's because I am. Cole has the ball, he passes it off. Again, for some reason, I ain't seen enough involvement of Cole Palmer on the ball. We just going lateral, then we going back, lateral, we going back, nothing decisive. I ain't seen any kind of serious link-up play that was evident. I mean, this is a team that destroyed PSG in the first half. Oh my God. And now we have a silly error. Eze had the right idea because apparently Sanchez might have been off the line, so I guess he tried to catch him off the line. But it didn't, it was foiled because he hit it in somebody's back. But come on, man. Like, seriously, guys. All right, force change for Crystal Palace. Force change for Crystal Palace. So they're making their force change. Hughes coming off. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what to expect. Our guys seem to be just going through the motions. We're in the 70th minute mark. And I have not seen anything really from Chelsea that says to me, we're going to win this match or we want to win this match. I've not seen it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking well enough, but I see it. Good, good, good. Come on, Pedro, Neto. I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it. So somebody help me, please, because I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it. One of the problems I had with Maresca last season was that I think he tinkered with the lineup too much. I don't think it was that he didn't know his best 11, as was the case with. But I felt at the time the case with what is going on with these guys. It wasn't that he didn't know his best 11, as was the case with Pochettino or even Graham Potter. Graham Potter was horrid, in my view, in knowing what his best 11 was. So I don't think that was the problem with Maresca last season, that he didn't know his best 11. I just think maybe he had a squad and he wanted to give everybody a game, and that tinkering with the squad, I think, impacted the momentum of the squad last season. Here, he started with a squad. Mind you, he has some injuries, but he knew he had the injuries. You have you have my partner Santana saying he really thought, he was surprised that getting started ahead of Esteban. Me and my nephew Justin saying that, as good as Gittins is, he's a bit raw, isn't direct enough. Reese, don't let this man bully you out of the game, please. As a okay, so you have all of these suggestions from fans who watch the team play. At the end of the day, the fans aren't the manager, and so the manager is expected to make those type of decisions. Nice ball too. If he can run it down, yes. Okay. Neto was able to cheat. In my view, cheat a foul day. But oh no, yeah. You be hugging him up. He didn't ask you for a hug. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I believe after a whole year, after his signings and so forth, I believe Dilap is coming on. It looks like Dilap is going to be replacing João Pedro. Yep. So yeah, I think after having an entire year with the team and having a preseason, having the World Cup, you should know your team. You had players coming in later on, or coming in for the World Cup, Dilap as well as Pedro, and they were able to integrate well with the team. So you start the season now, a month or so on, 6 weeks on, and I'm not seeing the kind of cohesion I thought I would have seen. You look at Manchester City, for example, rebuilding with a bunch with new signings as well, and they looked really good yesterday playing together. They looked really good playing together. Is it that because they weren't involved in the Club World Cup and so on, they had more time? But Chelsea was playing. We were actually playing. You weren't training. You were actually playing. You were involved in competitive football. You were involved in competitive football. That cannot be a foul. He got all of the ball. He got all of the ball. He got all of the ball, ref. But clearly, you're sympathetic to. He got all ball. Let's see. Oh no, he didn't get any ball at all. He didn't get any ball at all. Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky there. You're lucky, the partner. You just come on and a challenge like that, you're lucky. You are lucky. Very lucky. So 75th minute, still nil-nil. Chelsea Palace in at Stamford Bridge, which is the concern I have because if this is how you're playing Palace at home, in your house, I am concerned how you going to play Palace when you go to what's their place, Molyneux, whatever the name. Um, I'm surprised. I'm going to be concerned as to how you're going to play them because they really showing the physicality. They I'm strong on the ball. They really in many instances, too many instances, dominating our players when we have the ball. Look at that. It just looks too easy. Look at that. I mean, it just looks too easy for me. It just looks too easy for me. Palace is having their way with the ball. And then it seems like Chelsea wants to slow the game down whenever we have the ball. And of course, a turnover. Yeah, we not looking sharp. We not looking sharp. We not looking sharp. We not looking sharp at all. We not looking sharp at all. But hey, 18 minute or the 13 minute goal is allowed for Palace. Had that goal stood, I wonder what the complexion of the game would have been like. Would we have still been one down, or would we have conceded more goals? Oh wow, yeah. Would we have conceded more goals? I don't know, but Palace is looking strong, and we seem to be struggling. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going to happen. We have another 12 minutes to go plus added time. You know, let's see what we do with that. Okay. Nah, that wasn't the play. That was not the play. That was not the play at all. Come on, Reece James. Come on, Reece James. Sorry, not Reece. Achimpong. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's not Reece. Okay, at least able to break up the play. At least able to break up the play. Oh, handball. Definite handball. Definite handball. So Brentford has pulled one back. Handball. Handball. Okay, another switch. Another substitution. Reece James off. And as well as Fernandez. Gusto is on. And Andres Santos. So Malo Gusto and Andres Santos are on for Reece James. And I can't remember who just went after. But yeah. So the substitutions are happening. Straight swap. We have a defender for defender. Gusto for Reece James. And we have Andre. Can't remember who we came up. Pedro. No, not Pedro. Sorry, Lord. What am I saying? What was that Sanchez? Like, what was that Sanchez? Okay. I don't think it's good for me to be showing my frustration like this on a live because it's unbecoming. It's unbecoming. But these guys are frustrating me. For real. They frustrate me. Like what? What? Oh, okay. All right, the match is in the 84th minute. I suspect we'll get about because they want many stoppages really. So I guess you get the 3 minutes, four I see maximum, but definitely three at least. At the end of the game. But yeah, I'm not I'm trying to look for positives coming out of this game. A quiet Pedro Neto, a quiet Cole Palmer. Caicedo has been solid, has been really solid. I think he's having a really good game. Reese had a good game. He came off. And I'm struggling to see, I'm really struggling to find the positives to say, well, this person, that person is having a really good game. The lap came on, not as involved really in the game. Oh wow, it's a brilliant pass for Eze. Yeah, we caught out. Oh, okay. Well, he hit it straight to shot Sanchez. Sanchez dealt with it. He should deal with it. So and it's just really, yeah, straight to Sanchez, straight down the middle, and Sanchez dealt with it. Um, I think I gotta let's see what's going on here. Let's see what that says. Yeah. So yeah, corner dealt with at the near post quite comfortably. But I don't know. I'm struggling to pick out the positives. Really struggling. Really struggling. Really struggling. So it's a forced watch along. Chelsea game they watch along. As it's coming off. Um, Forced watch along of the season. Hopefully there'll be many more because there's lots of football to be played. So I'm doing that. The idea is to get a good studio. So if I could get a nice little room somewhere where that I can rent and make my studio, which would be the studio for Uplift with Sehon Marshall, it would be the studio for Sunday Seti, would be the studio for this watch along, and we look at not just Chelsea games, but if there are individuals who are interested in oh wow, Sanchez, you should have done that better than that. Who are interested in collaborating with content, we can do that. All right, so that is the next for those of you who are used to and who watch content on this platform. You watch Uplift with Sian Marshall, you watch Sunday Set whenever it's on. You are familiar with the content. I have my music studio today. I didn't even bother to put up any green screen or anything because it didn't necessarily. The whole idea would be to have memorabilia behind me. I have a nice Chelsea plaque. I have different Chelsea memorabilia behind me to create a nice little backdrop for this program as we try to do it consistently throughout the season. The season goes until May next year, so lots of football to be had, and I have time to really develop this thing. So there's going to be a complete restructuring of the platform. So I can tell you this. I can tell you this now. Esteval. Oh wow, he's pretty nimble on his feet, but he lost the ball. No, this guy's trying to do too much, man. Come on, ref. Anyway, So there's going to be a rebranding of the platform. You can look for that. Because right now what I have is Uplift with Sehon Marshall, the Facebook page, YouTube page, and so on. I'm going to try and rebrand that, and so the platform would have a different name, and Uplift with Sehon Marshall will just be one show, one bit of content that comes out from the rebranded platform. So Uplift with Sehon Marshall would not be the platform, but would rather just be one element or one piece of content coming out from the platform, of which hopefully there will be two, three, four different bits of content coming out as we go forward. So that's the plan, right? And this watch along hopefully be one of them. Hopefully I'm able to involve other people, more people. So we have a studio, we have a sofa, we sit down and there's discussion, there's talk, and hopefully we could generate some excitement and so on. I know when we have early morning game at 7:30, man who sleep late or who like the Saturday night or the Friday night might say, boy, that's too early for me to come and so on. And it might just be me alone because yeah, they go wake up and watch it at home. Nice the lap. Oh, but it's going to be a corner, is it? All right. Goal kick. But yeah, so it's the 87th minute, another 3 minutes plus added time, and while as of now we aren't losing the game, we have not done anything to show me that we were winning the game. At no point were we winning this game. I think we were always behind with Crystal Palace because they in my view they've been dominating the game. They've been dominating the game in my view. In my view. So another corner for Chelsea. I mean, according to thing, we've had 70% possession. 70% possession. 4 shots. Sorry, 1 shot on target as opposed to Crystal Palace 4. Yeah. We've had 8 corners. They have 2. We have 483 passes. Yeah, because just passing laterally, side to side, and back to back. This more than likely this is going back to Sanchez, who's going to do rubbish with it as always. So the stats, a lot of the stats in our favor. The significant ones like shots on target, and because we just ain't hitting nothing. Oh wow, you got to be kidding me, Gusto. Like you've really got to be kidding me. Todd Bowley seems to be so disinterested. He's on his phone, yeah, maybe he's making $1 billion deals, but he's in the box there and he had time to watch this lackluster performance. It's really been a lackluster performance from Chelsea today. It's really been a lackluster performance from Chelsea today. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to say, well, yeah, boy, this is good, this is really positive football. I'm seeing where we're going, I'm seeing the build up. There's really nothing. Maybe fans who are more technical than I am in the sport can say to me, no man, you're wrong. I'm seeing X, I'm seeing Y, I'm seeing Z. By the way, I met Coach Hendrickson, Ezra, last week during the week, and we spoke, and I mentioned to him that I would be having this project. I be start. Oh my God, the lap! Come on, man! Do something better with that. Good tone. But do something better with that, man. Do something better with that. Anyway. Yeah, so hopefully, when we have something like this, and he seems to be an Arsenal man because I see him with the Arsenal jersey. So hopefully we could. Oh, let's see again. Let's see again. Let's see again. Let's see again. Oh my God, these guys, these guys, these guys. I thought Cole Palmer should have done better with that, and at least to get it to somebody because he wasn't in a position to strike, but at least get it to somebody. Dilap was in there. I wonder if Dilap could be your Haaland boy because I mean he ain't starting, but if he could show some of the characteristics that Haaland is showing in terms of the positioning, and this guy is always this guy this guy is always corner. Let's do something with this corner. So 6 minutes. All right, 6 minutes at a time. Um, 6 minutes at a time. Estavao taking the. He's also. I mean, oh, another corner. Okay, goalkeeper isn't very happy there, but come on, give me some lift on that. Give me some lift on that. Give me some lift on that. Let's see what. Why are we doing those near post corners? What is with that? You go, come on. Nah, that turn back was unnecessary, bro. That was unnecessary. Your immaturity showing there. In my view, that turn back wasn't. You had it clear there. Go and send the ball in. Nice Palmer. Back to Gusto. Oh my God. This back. Okay. Oh, jeez, you mother walk. Why is that? Boss, why is that? Okay. Before I get high blood pressure this morning. Boss, you have it. Take your time. You could control it. You have time to control it. You had time to control it. Look at the bottom corner there. Wow. Yeah. We really. Let's see this now. Let's see what's happening here now. Let's see what's happening here. Estavao, you could run on the man. I had to run on the man because he had the speed to run on the man. Oh, to Caicedo. No, I had to give Caicedo that. Oh, man. All of a sudden, I started to see some purpose. In the 94th minute, 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes of added time to go. I'm seeing a bit more purpose now. But why am I seeing the purpose in the 94th minute? Like, why? Where was this all along? Huh? Where was this all along? Anyway, so 95th minute, just about 2 minutes of the game left, and Chelsea has the ball, attacking. We just playing with it in our half. Not sure why. Cole Palmer has the ball, very deep though, very deep. Caicedo, back to Palmer. And again, look at the time I'm seeing this level of involvement from Palmer. Where was listen to me, Esther, whatever, dude. That wasn't Estavao. That was Nino. You started strong with Forest, boss. You started strong with Forest. Congrats. Forest coming out 3-1 winners over Brentford. right, so the final minute of added, nice long kick down from the Palace keeper. Ball goes off a train, no half. That Gusto is going to take. Caicedo with the ball. Let's see what he does. All right, let's see. All right, Cocoria. Neto. Okay, you're playing around too much with the ball, Palmer. Let's go do something with the ball. I mean, if you could produce a piece of magic at this point in time, that'd be perfect. But, okay, back to Palmer. We have a corner. In the dying seconds of the game, like dying seconds of the game. If there's a time that magic is needed, it's right now. I think this is going to be the last kick of the game. After this kick, if nothing comes out of this play, I think the match ends right here. It looks like a 0-0, a 0-0 finish. And let's see what's happening. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So the game ends with a 0-0 draw. Disappointing, I think, for Chelsea. Nothing really on display that is promising, or we can say, we've seen from the team. But I guess you can always give your feedback. If you come across this chat along anytime after, and you disagree with anything I've said, you can always just leave a comment. But 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. Match day 1 opener, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I think, played a very stubborn game. They were stubborn in defense. They kept breaking up our plays in the midfield. I don't think Chelsea was organized enough. I wasn't really seeing a game plan. Cole Palmer was really, really quiet for most of the game. Jared Pressure was never brought into the game. So let's see what happens next week. Until next week, when I am hopefully going to do this again with you, Sehon Marshall saying, have yourself a great Sunday.